starting off today's video with a beautiful smile on my face. It's another day to go glam up a client of mine that the mother is 70 years old. So if you want to see how a 70 years old mommy is looking like a babe and more, you better stick to this video and watch this video to the end, because there's going to be a lot of tricks, techniques. Okay, hey guys, so we are here. These are the 4 outfits Mama will be wearing, 4 different outfits for her birthday. Please stick to the end of this video if you want to see how this beautiful look was achieved. Right here, I'm just doing my setup before Mama comes in. And then I was just thinking which foundation, either to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation or to use MAC foundation mixed with Beauty by Atey. Let's get right into the video. Mama is here. Say hi.
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 Because you know I like to play with my clients. This is Mama's bare face. Let's get right into the video. While I was shaving her brow, she was like, I don't have anything there. What are you taking off? Okay, so I'm starting off by using my toner to just warm up, clean her skin, to even out her skin. So I'm using this with a cotton pad. And then I'm moving on to my Embryolisse moisturizer. I actually love this moisturizer for my mature skin because I love that feeling, the texture. And then on this particular makeup for grandma, I'll be using my hands to warm up her skin. Next, I'll be going in with my Makeup Forever primer. I love this primer. I love how it minimizes fine lines and how it helps with wrinkles, and it also helps to minimize pores. Next is the lip balm to soften and even out our lips. And then I'm going in with my Flawless Eye Hydrating Spray. This spray does magic. And then I'm just blending that with my beauty sponge, just pressing that on our skin. And then I'm moving on to my foundation. I decided to use the Anastasia's Beverly Hills foundation mixed with a Nigerian brand, Beauty by Atey. Today's makeup, I'll be working more with my hands. I'm starting off by using my hands to blend our foundation. I'm just pressing it into our skin, warming it up. Those areas where you have fine lines, wrinkles, I'm just blending the entire face. And then I had to engage her in a gist. You can see she's laughing because at this point she said she wants to sleep. We just started makeup now. So I had to make her laugh. And then I'll be blending the neck area where she had some scars. You can see that the foundation actually matched her skin perfectly well. And then I'm using a beauty sponge to just blend the entire makeup process that I use my hands in blending. And then I'll be moving on to the contour. I use the MAC foundation. I'm just applying my contour on her temples, on her forehead, her hairlines. I'm still on contouring. I'm contouring her nose using my index finger. You can see the area where I've already contoured and the side I have not. See how it's just blending and sinking into her skin. Man, it's been a while. I've not worked with my hands for a while now, so I really do enjoy doing this for Mama. You can see how your hands can really work magic. You can see how your hand can actually work magic. Moving on to my blush, I just apply this light pink. Yes, and then I'll blend that in with my hand. When I mean blending with my hand, you just dab, press lightly, and then I'm going on to the other side. Same thing I did on the right, I'll be doing on the left, and then using that same beauty sponge to blend it. Moving on, taking the excesses of the blush and applying around our forehead areas just to create a little color. And you can see how it just vanished into the skin, not looking like where an excess blush was added. See Mama's skin, a checkered skin match from face to neck. And then I'll be going in with my concealer, Kevyn Aucoin concealer. I'm using the shade in 12. Kevyn Aucoin concealer in the shade 12. I'm blending that also with my hands. I told Mama to look up at the ceiling so I could go in there. And that area, man, the wrinkle there, I had to find a way to just zoom so that you understand what I'm saying. There's no way I would have been able to use brush to go in there. Using my hands to work on Mama's face really made me to enhance her face very well, enhance her beauty. I'm just dabbing in and you can see how it's blending in. And then look at the areas where you have concealer and the areas where you do not have concealer. You can see that concealer helps to uplift your face when you apply it in the right way. She's looking younger on this other side, and then on this part that made her joy to be falling, I applied a little concealer, like the excess is remaining on my hands. I'm just dabbing it under. Mama Lee, how are you? How you doing? You are glowing. Oh, you're looking so very beautiful. Still on highlights, you can see that highlights, proper highlight helps you to enhance a face or someone's beauty. Still on dabbing with my hands, and please, I am sorry for the person you have behind. That is the hairstylist. Mama do not have the energy to sit separately for hair and also sit separately for makeup. So I'm going in with my beauty sponge to just dab everything I have applied with my fingers. I'm just using my beauty sponge to blend it in properly. And then you can see how I am uplifting her joy that is looking a bit falling. I just want to uplift it so that her cheekbone will be showing very well. You can see the difference between when it wasn't uplifted with a concealer and now that there's concealer there to uplift it. See Mama's face. So we've been able to create a cheekbone and a contour zygomatic bone for her. Makeup is just like a surgery. Trust me. As makeup artists, we use our makeup products to enhance your beauty as if you're having a cosmetic surgery. Still on highlight with my finger, my index finger. I'm still on her forehead trying to blend that in, and you could see that on this video I didn't use 2 shades of concealer. Still on the Kevyn Aucoin concealer in the shade 12. I applied and then I'm using my hands to blend the bridge of her nose. At this point I was very careful because I did not want the hairstylist to shake Mama and then we'll have a bent nose. Went in with my beauty sponge to blend it. You can see how her skin is properly mashed. And then I'm just using my beauty sponge to blend her entire face. Just check out the skin. You have foundation, you have concealer, you have contour, and you have blush. Yet she still look like a very unsafe. I went in with my contour to just my MAC foundation that I use in contouring to just enhance her nose a bit. And then I'm still doing some little touch up on the nose because I wasn't really okay with how it was enhanced. I needed to snatch this nose properly. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I intend to make Mama look like a babe and more. And you can see how I am gradually taking off age from Mama's age. She no longer looked like a 70-year-old Mama. She was smiling, she was feeling herself. I gave her a mirror to just take a look at her beautiful self. She was stunning. And then I'm going in with my setting powder. Of course, I wanted to use my La Romancia powder, but I realized that I did not bring it along, so I'm using my Mirac powder, and I'm using the shade in Cinnamon to just blend our entire face. I'm actually setting before I will go into baking. And you know what I did? I used the shade in Cinnamon on the highlighted areas where I used concealer. While on the other part of the face where I did not use concealer, I used the same Mirac setting powder in the shade Nutmeg. So on this entire look, I used Cinnamon and Nutmeg. This particular shade right now you are seeing that is a bit bright is Cinnamon. Then on the forehead and on the jawline, I use the shade in Nutmeg. Right here, I have not used any compact powder. The only thing you are seeing on this entire face is setting powder. So I'm just blending it all in. And I love how setting powder make your face look light, but yet it absorbs all the oils and it has a fine, and then it's also lightweight. This is the Mirac cosmetic powder. Yes, Mira Cosmetics powder that I use. Like I said, I use two shades. I use cinnamon and I use nutmeg. And then I'm just doing my reverse contour. Bake is baking time. Baking time. I applied a little of the setting powder on her brows. For contouring, I went in with my CoverGirl, my all-time favorite contour bronzer powder. I used the shade in 110, yeah, CoverGirl in 110, and then for the first time I'm using a brush, and this brush is from Bell. I'm going in with a brow tamer. You know mama do not have hair, just the little hair there, and then this is not a brow class, so the brow was really fast. I used my one and only Edgar and Esther brow gel pomade on normal brows, and then that same shade of Kevin Aucoin concealer that I use is what I used on the highlight, and then I'm blending it with my beauty sponge, because when I was using a brush to blend Mama concealer on the brows, it was as if it was breaking and cracking due to her skin. So I actually ended up using a beauty sponge to blend Mama concealer on her eyes. Since there are no rules to makeup, I went in with a black pencil, brow pencil, just to create a little feather stroke of hair for Mama, because the brow gel didn't come out the way it was meant to. And then I'm moving on to my P. Louis eyeshadow base. See how I am carefully applying eyeshadow primer on Mama's lid. I used my other finger to drag the excess skin there up, and then I'm using my index finger to go into the deep areas to apply the eyeshadow primer, and then I'm going to blend that properly with my hands. And then I'm doing the same on the other side of the face. The excess skin there that was a bit slack, I used my thumbnails to raise it up, and then I'm using my other finger, my index finger, to apply the eyeshadow primer that I have at the back of my hands properly. I'm going in with this Blossom eyeshadow palette. This is my newest obsession. This eyeshadow palette, it's a Nigerian brand, and anyway, let me just do my makeup. This is not a paid advert. I bought this eyeshadow with my money. But it is worth every dime. You can see how the colors are popping out. Not with a brush, or with my hands. I'm just using that same this particular hand, this particular finger, and these are the reason why I find it very difficult to fix nails, because artificial nails would have not been able to help me to go into such deep areas like tear dots. Yes, this particular deep area you are seeing, which is a tear dot. If I had artificial nails on, I would have not been able to work with my hands. So these are one of the reasons why it's very difficult for me to fix artificial nails. So whatever I did on the right eye, I'm doing on the left eye. I'm going in with a little dark brown to just, blend the outer corner, the outside of her eye, and then I extended a little to her eye crease. Before we started this makeup, Mama's eyes was not this uplifted. You can see how I am gradually trying to create my own eye look, like eye structure. I've been able to have a crease, and then I'm just blending that in. I went in with my beauty sponge to uplift the outer corner of Mama's eye, just to make it look a bit sexy. So I'm just applying a setting powder at the outer corner of her eyes. I went in with Maybelline eye pencil, or rather eyeliner. Mama was like, "Is this Tiro?" I said no. She said the way I was doing it before, she did not like it. I should do it as if she's doing Tiro, or I should give it to her, she will do it herself. Do you know what is called Tiro? In those days, that's what mamas use on their eyes. So when I was done with that, I told her to look up, and then I dragged the under eye a little. See how dark her eyes is. I went in with my gel liner from Zaron, the Zaron black gel liner, and I'm using this pencil liner brush from Bell. Look at Mama's eyes. Dark, beautiful, sexy, and she's looking like somebody that have contact lens on. See how beautiful she is. Hello, Mama. Mama smiled. See, this makeup section was a really beautiful one. I'm going in with my glow on the bridge of her nose, and then I wasn't okay with the eyes, so I went in with a glue on the tear dots, and then I'm blending the glue. I didn't want too much glue on her cheekbone, so I'm just using my beauty sponge to apply a glue. So guys, in all honesty, the lip section was the only area where I had little challenges because Mama lip was really cracking. The initial lipstick I applied, I had to clean it off. It was too dry, too mattifying for her lip. So I'm going in with these lip colors from the Eye Magic palette, and then she insisted on nude, so I'm just really trying to blend this properly, and she does not look bad. And then I'm going in with my number one setting spray, which is the AllNighter feracussi. See Mama's forehead, as in I had to go in with the spray again. Look at her skin. Instantly this particular setting spray takes off all the powder effect. See how Mama is looking very beautiful. Her neck, her shoulder, everything is looking on point. She was feeling herself. She was so happy. She was smiling. She said she looked like a babe. She said if not that her husband was late, her husband deserved to pay another diary at her 70th birthday party. And then the GELE stylist is Pogonari. She's very good. And to think this is an auto GELE. See how perfectly laid this GELE is. Mama was feeling herself. See her face teeth. For the first time, I could see Mama face teeth because she was given a mirror to admire herself. See how beautiful she is. I told you, I promised you from the beginning of this video that Mama is going to be looking like a babe and more, a whole snack. Now, this is just the intro. This is the first outfit of Mama. We are moving on to the second outfit. And then the GELE was also changed. Like I said, it is auto GELE. See Mama now, second outfit. Still looking beautiful. At this point, I wanted to change her lip. She said no. So she used the first lip color for the first outfit and the second outfit. And then moving on, Mama was dancing for us. So. And then moving on to the third outfit, I went in with my MAC lip gloss. At this point it was time for lip gloss because her lip was really peeling and cracking. So, and then she was able to dab. She was feeling herself. See Mama now, I don't see fine woman. Mama go so dance. I should care for us. In fact,
Can't no say you get all this step. Can't no say you get all this step. Can't no say you get all this step. Ah, God.
hey lovelies, if you are still watching this video till now, I want to say thank you very much. I appreciate you watching my video from the beginning to the end. Please guys, remember to like, subscribe, share my videos, comment down below what you would want me to share in the next video. Now this is Mama last outfit. We are done for the day with it. I hope you learned one or two about how to make up a mature skin. Lovelies, remember to stay happy, stay positive, be blessed, smile often. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.